Well, we are now quarantined in Saratoga, California. Happy Virus Day, everybody. Hey, so a guy dropped off a couple of these reels. They are the Gomexus. Dropped these off last month. And since I've got so much time on my hands now, I decided to open them up, clean them out, and get them working. This was the first one, and it wasn't working at all. And I figured out a fix, and the fix was simply a pair of Avet bellevilles. These are the belleville washers that you find on the left side of the spool for an Avet SX or MX, JX, all the different small Avet reels. Yeah, just a quick look inside. You've got the frame, the logo. And looks pretty standard. Interestingly, the grease on the inside, it reminds me of the tractor grease that we had when I was a kid on the farm. It could also be cosmoline for all I know. It's pretty thick, pretty nasty stuff. The right side plate looks standard enough. Nice long handle arm. I'm sure the jigging guys like this. On the inside, the spool shaft, or rather for the drive shaft with the main gear, there are two radial bearings, top and bottom. In the middle are a pair of anti-reverse roller bearings. So this is going to be one of those instant stop reels. Of course, if without a dog, a spring loaded or leaf spring, ambassador style. If those AR bearings fail, then the handle is going to fly backwards. The spool, real interesting. You'll notice more of this cosmoline type of lube on the drag washer. I'm not sure how it works. I never gave it a chance. A lot of this hardened cosmoline on the spool shaft, so much so you can't even really easily pull the bearing off. You'll see the bearing. This is the left spool bearing and the end of the left end of the spool shaft. But what's lacking are the pair of bellevilles that you typically find in the Avet reels. And if I didn't know any better, I'd swear this was an Avet spool. Looks just like an Avet spool. So I got the idea of trying this pair of bellevilles to get it to space properly. And it worked. So now we have our Gomexus reel. It'll deliver a nice, easy, smooth, 9 pounds of drag. So you can load it up with braid. I don't know how much is on there. And then a 30-pound fluoro top shot, and it ought to fish pretty well. But both of these reels showed up without these bellevilles in them, and without the bellevilles, they don't work. There was no evidence that anybody had opened these up prior. You'll see there's a little bit of corrosion on the screws, a little bit of corrosion here on the frame, probably a fair amount of corrosion underneath the reel seat. But anyway, I'll get this second one cleaned up, and fixed and back to the customer. They'll work just fine. Okay, we're out.